Scammers are rampant and scammers are everywhere. In today's video, we've got a lineup of cunning tricksters who thought they could outsmart the world, but little did they know their clever schemes would crumble in the face of truth and justice. We kick off things with an insurance scam that took an unexpected twist. The tantalizing story involves not just the perpetrators, but also security footage exposing the truth.
No, you gotta see. I don't know.
Okay, what happened?
I was coming.
On November 1st, 2019, Gisbert Granado was driving in a Walmart parking lot when she accidentally ran over a man who had just come out of the hospital after getting a knee replacement.
There was an old man with a car that was me.
Okay.
And so the lady didn't give him a chance. So I was telling him, go ahead. I told him, right? I didn't see this gentleman crossing this. And I was telling the old man in front of me, go. So I looked this way.
The driver appears very nervous and confused about the incident. According to witnesses, she seemed to have forgotten that pedestrians have the right of way and accidentally struck the man. She insists it was a genuine accident, but the witness find it difficult to believe her.
Steps in front of my car. I didn't see him.
So you're the driver?
But I was going 2 miles an hour.
Okay.
Oh, the police told me not to move it. I said, ma'am, you're in the middle of traffic. You can move your
Did
vehicle.
anybody see him? Was he just crossing?
He was crossing and had the right of way.
Yeah.
I turned around and all I saw was his hand on the headboard of her car. So I did not see anything. I had been up at the front doors.
Copy of this?
When you said you were going to get a lawyer, if we were trying.
The man was crossing the street in a crosswalk when Gisbert, who wasn't paying attention while driving, failed to stop, causing severe injuries to the man. He's now in intense pain and talking about getting a lawyer. Initially, this case seemed straightforward. However, as the police investigated further, they uncovered that the entire situation is actually one enormous scam.
Thank you.
All right, sir, can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, I was walking out, carrying my bag of groceries.
Okay.
And
You were on the scooter, obviously.
No, I was walking.
You were walking?
Yeah, she brought me to school so I could sit down after the accident.
Okay.
I was walking, I had the right of way, and there was cars here lined up ready to go, but there was people crossing. And as I went in front of her car, she went forward. She wasn't picking for what she's telling me. She wasn't paying no attention at all. She was looking the other way. I don't know why she was looking. And when she went forward, she hit me here sideways. And when she went forward, I said, stop. And I put my hand on the hood.
Okay.
And when I put my hand on the hood, I'm looking at her and saying, stop. And she she went.
The man's body language raises suspicion about the situation. In the end, observe how the man's behavior becomes rather particular. He glances at the cop, briefly looks away, and then rapidly nods his head while making direct eye contact with the officers. This unusual behavior hints that there might be more to this story than meets the eye.
10 seconds for her to stop?
Yeah, because she was going forward, and I put my hand on the hood. And I literally thought I was going to fall down.
This series of events strongly suggests the man is being deceptive. His hesitation, seen in the break of eye contact, reflects nervousness. The nod appears to be subconscious, attempt to bolster his own belief in his story, while the final gaze toward the officer seems like a plea for validation. Keep this in mind as you watch the next clip, and pay attention to the moments when his eyes reveal more than his words do.
She was going to run me over. But when I put my hand on the hood, I was saying, stop. That's when she noticed, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She wasn't paying attention. So,
Okay.
the car went forward.
Okay.
And then I kind of,
All right, so this is you?
Yeah.
This is the car? Did it hit you or did it?
then it went
Push you.
It went,
Push you.
Push me. Yeah, so I was walking in front of her.
10-8 Alpha, and I'll be 10-7.
Okay.
There wasn't not enough space for her to hit me. She pushed me out.
Checked you out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I really got scared. I thought I was going to, just gonna fall down with my bag of groceries. I worried about this guy.
Right.
The media place.
But luckily nothing happened.
No.
It's really fun too. All right. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna go take a look at the video and we'll be back. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna do the video.
In the field, you can't treat this as concrete evidence of deception, but it can certainly raise suspicions. So the officers opt to review the security footage in order to uncover the truth. This is where they stumble upon a remarkable discovery.
They're advising ORMC 1414 Huel.
Yep, we have this one over here, but I can't do it.
And that guy came up literally to the side of her car. And at the last second, as she was going.
51-2, when you call them to see if they're over there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. He said that the way he made it seem like he was being dragged by a car.
Luckily for Gisbert, the video evidence is crystal clear. It reveals her coming to a halt for another man. Even before she has a chance to drive off, the man steps directly in front of her car and intentionally falls onto the hood. Gisbert immediately stops her car and rushes out to ensure he's all right. It's a far cry from the story the man had initially told about being dragged forward. So with this in mind, the cops go to deliver the good news to Gisbert and the man bad news.
All right, ma'am. Here's your driver's license back, and I got your insurance. It's all in here. Okay, so here's that. All right, ma'am. This is gonna be a copy of the case number. Basically, that's where your report's gonna be. You're not at fault for this, okay? So because it's not your fault that he came at you. Cameras right here. We reviewed.
We know. We
No,
watched.
it's okay.
I told him I didn't.
Thank you. And right here, it's gonna be a copy of the report that we're gonna do. Okay. All right, that's gonna have the case number right there. We did have a chance to review the video. Based on the video, we do find you at fault for this. Okay.
Or even taking like 5 steps forward to go in front of her.
I mean, even if you would have gone behind her, you would have been okay. Unfortunately, because you cut right at the middle of her vehicle, I wouldn't have been able to see you. So, you do have to take care of it within 30 days. It is a $62.50 ticket, okay?
What?
$62.50.
Okay.
When all was said and done, the man received a ticket for a pedestrian violation amounting to $62.50. Gisbert didn't receive any compensation, but was allowed to continue her day. What the man attempted is known as an insurance scam. This incident illustrates the potency of such scams when the penalties are minor, like a small fine and a warning, while the potential rewards for success can amount to thousands of dollars. Unlike this next case, a suspect believed she could escape from an officer while wearing handcuffs. This happened after she was caught unloading merchandise worth of thousands of dollars from Target into her vehicle without paying. On June 20th, 2023, the police received a call from Target concerning a woman suspected of trying to steal thousands of dollars of her merchandise from their store. The woman, who provided a false name as Shamika Wilson, was apprehended by the police in the store's parking lot. She was in the process of unloading the stolen goods onto a vehicle, which she had illegally parked in a handicapped parking spot.
I'm Officer Robinson with the Traffic Police Department. I'm conducting a theft investigation. You're now free to leave at this time.
Go ahead.
Conducting a theft investigation.
They paying them in the house.
What's that?
They paying in there.
Someone else is paying for the merchandise that you walked out with?
How you walk with it? No, listen, how you walk out with it?
No.
I'm not doing it.
We're gonna do this. Hey, listen to me.
Oh my God,
Listen
what is
to me.
going on?
While we investigate, I'll put you in handcuffs, and if we're wrong, because listen, you're pulling your hand.
But listen, sir.
No. You listen. First, put you in handcuffs. Make it safe for me. Then we look into the details. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Just because I put you in handcuffs doesn't mean you're getting charged. It means it gives me time to investigate, explain that you walked out with stuff we're not paying for. We'll work it out for you. We're not just going to take you to jail. Give us a minute.
The suspect insists that her friend is still inside the store, covering all the expenses. However, law enforcement officers are quite skeptical of her account, particularly after hearing a store employee reveal the folling information.
What's up? Where's your buddy?
Right there, she don't even know what's going on. So
She's saying that she's about to pay for it.
can't walk out not paying. It's just something they already use.
I got you. Yeah. I'm just, hey, let me make sure that we'll look into this.
Yeah. So if you want to like stand right there where she can't see and just let her walk out just to make sure, like, hey,
All right.
Shamika starts to get increasingly nervous as the police intensify their questioning and adopt a more confrontational tone. She attempts to explain that she can't turn off the ignition of the vehicle because the key is either with her boyfriend or her friend's boyfriend. Her words are contradictory, raising further suspicion. The situation escalates when the officers decide to read Shamika her Miranda rights, eventually leading to her arrest.
Don't turn it off. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
We couldn't turn it off.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I turned the vehicle off.
We couldn't turn it off because we don't have the key is in the girl's pocket.
Don't worry about the car. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can. You listening? This is where I told you need to listen. This is where I told you need to listen. This is where I told you need to listen. I'm not gonna get you out. You need to listen to me because if you don't, it's not going to work out.
During the interrogation, the officers pressed Shamika about the items she was observed loading into her vehicle without completing a purchase. In response, she offers a flimsy and unconvincing excuse.
Friend was in there still paying for it, and I came out here because the car was still running, and I wanted to make sure the car was still okay. And she was in there paying for it.
You walked into business with your car still running?
Yes, because I can't.
That's how cars get stolen.
But I can't cut it off because I didn't have the key.
How is it running if you don't have the key?
It's a push to start way.
Yeah, but the key has to stay in the car for.
Yeah, but it didn't. It was still in his pocket.
Whose pocket?
In my friend's pocket, my boyfriend's pocket.
Where's he at?
He's at the house.
Right.
But I was already
the car doesn't stay on unless the key is in the car.
It was already in the middle of. I was already in the middle of driving. It ain't no key like when you driving. So when you turn the car off, it's going to automatically just go off.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to call your boyfriend to come bring the key.
Just gonna have to do that. That's why I came to the car and just started putting stuff in the car because she was in the pants.
As the police continued their questioning, they uncovered a perplexing story from Shamika. She insisted that she had sent her a portion of the bill to her friend via Cash App, asserting that her friend was inside Target, covering the full cost of their merchandise. In the meantime, Shamika was responsible for loading the items into the car. However, the question remained, was her account of events actually truthful? The officers, determined to get to the bottom of the situation, set out to locate and confront Shamika's friend, the one supposedly making the payments for the merchandise. Their goal was to uncover the truth and piece together the events leading up to the apprehension.
Are you all done? I'm with your friend outside. Have you paid for everything yet?
No,
Are you ready to go?
No.
Okay, are you still working on that?
Yeah. We'll take this one for last if you don't mind. What's wrong?
Well, your friend walked out with hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise and didn't pay for anything. So,
I mean, that's what we're doing now.
you're paying for what?
Yes, that's what. So what I'm doing to figure out what's going on.
How are you paying for all that stuff?
It was a card. What do you mean?
You scanned clothing items?
I was scanning her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she went over there.
And she went over there and scanned stuff. Okay. She didn't pay for any of it.
She knows she's never sweet. That's the thing.
She didn't pay. She didn't give anything to Target in exchange for hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise. She just walked out with it. Her story is that you're paying for all of the stuff that she walked out with.
She has her own card. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So she's supposed to pay for her stuff, and you're supposed to pay for your stuff.
Well, our clothes are together, but
I got you.
the baby formula stuff. Someone gave her the WIC card to go to the store to get that. So
Okay.
I don't know about WIC.
Are you paying for it? Or if you are, then it's already scanned. Unless I'm misunderstanding.
She's trying to pay for it, but the card was recently hacked or something.
Right.
So she was trying to get her friend's card so she could.
And I just literally started following her, and you walked up to me, and you telling me this, and that's all this like.
By this stage, the officers had deduced that Shamika's friend was an accomplice in this elaborate scheme, effectively serving as a distraction to facilitate the scam. The police were now prepared to put an end to this charade without delay. They issued a clear ultimatum. If her friend made the necessary payments, they would both be allowed to leave without further repercussions. However, if she failed to pay, it would become evident that their intentions were far from innocent. To clarify the situation, the officers escorted her outside for further questioning.
The card in her hand, like.
Right.
Here's
what it completely looks like to me.
The audacity displayed by the shoplifter is truly astonishing, especially when she asserts her expectation of being released, claiming she must hurry home to attend to her child's needs. This blatant disregard for the consequences of her actions add another layer of disbelief to the situation.
Well, I'm sorry, and I just want to go feed my daughter, and if I can't go, I need to hurry up and just go to Publix or something to go do this week.
To Publix? We ain't going to Publix.
It's not normal for one person to walk out to the store.
And
a lot of
I
stuff.
asked the people that work in there, I said, did you see him? They're like, they didn't see him walk out. So that's what I'm not getting.
Well,
we were having
the guy you talked to either said he didn't because he didn't, or said he didn't
he didn't
because
see
he
her
knows
walk out.
that
And
loss
then,
prevention was watching you
and
guys.
then, listen, the two ladies said they didn't see her walk out either. So that's what I'm saying. Well, no one was paying attention. I didn't even notice.
To make matters worse, Shamika's predicament deepens as she struggles to recall the correct spelling of her own name. This forgetfulness only adds to the mounting evidence against her, raising questions about her honesty and credibility.
I've ID'd her, and I told her she's free to go. She wants to know other stuff.
Shemka?
Shamika Wilson.
Is there an I in there somewhere? Because you spelled Shemka. That's
12,292.
Shemka Wilson.
12,292.
Is there an I in there?
Huh?
Shemka?
It's S-H-A.
S-H-A.
Shamika. S-H-E-M-K-A. K-I.
You don't know how to spell your own name, so you're lying about it.
I'm not lying. I'm just acting like y'all.
Sounds like you're lying.
No, I'm not.
I know it is hot, Miss Wilson. I'm in a full polyester uniform with a gun belt and a vest on.
Shamika appears increasingly agitated, voicing her frustration with the situation. Despite the officers' efforts, they're unable to locate anyone in their database matching the name she initially provided. Her growing unease and inconsistencies in her story further raise suspicions about her intentions and legitimacy of her claims.
All right, should I just call you Jane Doe? Is that how you want me to call you, Jane Doe?
Shemka? Is that's your name, Wilson?
Shamika Wilson.
Well, the way you spelled it is
It's just
Shemka.
hot. I'm aggravated. Like, I'm just.
Okay, you're aggravated. So when I look up just a female with your date of birth, with a last name that begins with W, there is 0.
Look up this name, bro. So here's the deal. This is how it works. If you continue to conceal your identity from us until we get to the jail, and then we find out who you are when we get to the jail because we scan your fingerprints, and they tell us, yeah, this is so-and-so.
Just when it seems like Shamika was beginning to cooperate with the police, she suddenly changed her stance and decided she wasn't going to surrender without a fight. In a rather audacious move, she attempted something quite absurd, trying to evade the police despite being handcuffed. It's almost as if she believed she could outrun the officers despite the significant disadvantage of having her hands restrained. Let's see how this daring attempt unfolded.
We arrest you for...
Stop! Are you kidding me right now? Get on the ground!
Go to jail.
Get on the ground!
Not me like that. Don't me like that. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, because you got warrants.
No, I just don't want to go to jail. Y'all's going to be nasty. Y'all ain't going to let me go.
Now you're going in a car.
This bold escape attempt sealed the deal for the police, leaving them with no choice but to take decisive action. They promptly placed her in the back seat of the patrol vehicle and transported her to the police station. It was at the station that she faced serious charges, including grand theft for her involvement in the merchandise heist and resisting an officer without violence for her ill-fated escape attempt. The consequences of her actions were becoming increasingly apparent. Our final case takes us to Florida, where an attempted bank scam took an unexpected turn. Imagine trying to pull a fast one on the road, but ending up caught in your own web of deceit. On April 7th, 2021, a Chase bank teller in Florida took a vigilant stance and reached out to law enforcement. A concern stemmed from recognizing a customer whose description had been circulated via email by another branch. The email explicitly warned branches to be on the lookout for this individual due to suspected fraudulent activities. The suspect, attempting to cash a $30,000 check intended for her purported son's bank account, raised red flags, prompting the teller to swiftly contact the authorities.
So,
Yeah.
is she here in a car?
I don't know if she's here in the car, but she went to another branch, and then they called here and said that they were coming here. My manager, who's over Brevard, Volusia County, said that there's a warrant out for her arrest for a person named Defiance in Brevard County. He sent me the detective's name who's working on her case.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know if she's in the car. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but that's her right there. I'm sure.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting told. I didn't interact with her, but we kind of all knew she was coming.
Chase employee Dawn informed the authorities that another branch had alerted them about the suspect heading to their bank. She disclosed that there is an existing warrant for the suspect. In response, the police decided to engage with the suspect to gather more information and advance their ongoing investigations.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your signature. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. What's your name?
I'm sorry?
What's your name? Christine what?
Tyler?
Christine Tyler? Okay.
Siler.
Do you have Siler? Do you have ID with you?
She does. Yeah,
Can I? Can,
from the teller line.
okay, cool. Thank you. Some information you might have a warrant out of Brevard County. Yeah, so we're just going to confirm that real quick and then we'll let you know, okay? Yeah.
The suspect was notified about a potential warrant in Breathitt County, and verification was needed before taking additional steps. The officer did inquire about the purpose of the suspect's visit to the bank.
What brings you in today?
Transfer some money to my son.
Transfer money to your son? Okay. Are you from Brevard County? No? Okay. All right. How did you get here?
I'm sorry?
Did you drive here?
No, everyone would have tried.
Where's he at?
He's out in the parking lot somewhere.
What kind of car does he have?
It's a rental, it's a silver, Equinox, I think.
Silver Equinox? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out with that. I don't have any info yet. So other than they got a tip from another branch that she was headed here and that she may have a 49 out of Brevard.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The situation shifted as the police continued their questioning. Suspect struggled to provide basic information, such as her date of birth, a detail that would typically be straightforward for anyone to answer.
Ma'am, do you have any form of identification other than your passport card? No? Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
I didn't say that I have a warrant.
We're looking into that. I can't confirm or deny anything yet. You don't have a driver's license? Have you ever been issued a driver's license? Out of what state?
Florida.
Florida? Okay. Where is that?
It's at my sister's.
It's at your sister's. Okay. And what's your name?
Christine.
Last name? What is it?
Siler.
Siler? Okay. And your date of birth?
No, I'm so nervous.
I'm sorry?
I was not expecting any of this.
Okay.
Recognizing that her deception may have been exposed, she starts to get upset and refuses to answer the cop's question.
You got upset because I asked you your date of birth? Huh? Doesn't know her date of birth.
Christine Siler? Yeah, she has a... Yeah. Here, hold on.
Do me a favor. Just stop. Stop.
Here, 1 second. Hey, this is you, Miss Siler?
No.
Well, you told me. Alright, go ahead. I'm clear.
Upon obtaining a positive report confirming the warrant, the law enforcement officer proceeded to formally read the suspect her Miranda rights, outlining her legal protections during the investigation and any potential proceedings.
Okay, listen to me, okay? Look at me. Can you look at me? All right. You have the right to remain silent. You understand these rights? With these rights in mind, you willing to talk to me? Is that your ID? Okay, is your ID in your purse?
The suspect, identified as Brenda, had been accompanied to the bank by her associates. Investigation revealed that Brenda had targeted 2 different banks on the same day, attempting to carry out her fraudulent scheme.
No. What's your name? Brenda? Spell it. How'd you get here today? Who? And where are they? What kind of vehicle was it? What's their name? You call him A? Is he white male, black male? Huh? How do you know him? What's the arrangement today when he brought you here? To get money? Did he provide you with that ID? Okay. There was another one in the vehicle? Okay. Do you have any more? Good. 54. We're in contact. You can come here. One second, Brenda. Okay, so where do you live, Brenda? In Melbourne? Okay. How'd you get up here? Okay. From Melbourne today? How many banks have you all gone to today?
During questioning, Brenda was pressed about the frequency of her involvement in the scam of her alleged friend A and the potential shares she would have received had the check been successfully cashed. Her responses indicated a consistent and systematic engagement in an organized scheme to defraud multiple banks in the area. This suggested a calculated and repetitive pattern of fraudulent activities.
How many times have you done this for the guy A? Well, I mean, is today the first day, or have you done this in the past, or what? So what's your cut? If you get some cash, how much do you get? Huh?
I'm not even sure. If they accept it, it would be like 15-20%.
So how much do you typically withdraw at a time? So this check is made out for 30 grand. How much would you have gotten?
It depends on how many people are giving the information to what I get.
Okay. So, in times past, do y'all go to a bank? He gives you an ID. Do you typically wear a wig or something like that if you have to? No, you've never had to wear a wig or a disguise or anything like that. You just wear the mask because of the COVID stuff. Okay. And so he'll give you an ID, and then he gives you some banking information, and he tells you to go up to the clerk and make a withdrawal for however much he tells you to. Okay, and then so you'll make a withdrawal, you'll get back in the car, and then you'll give him the cash, and then he'll give you a cut. Okay. And how did you meet up with him?
Just to an actual mutual friend.
A mutual friend. Okay. And how long have you been doing this? No? Okay. Let me ask you some personal questions.
Police inquire about a suspect's drug use due to its potential impact on their judgment, coordination, and behavior. This information is vital for ensuring the safety of both the suspect and the officers. It may also play a role in establishing a probable cause, contributing to the justification for searches or arrests based on the specific circumstances.
Okay, do you have a drug problem? You use pills? What do you use? Is it in your purse? There is some in your purse? Okay, is there any on your person? There's nothing in your bra or your underwear or anything like that?
This case expanded into a broader investigation into organized fraud. In 2022, new charges were filed, leading to the suspect's rearrest for an attempted organized scheme to defraud, classified as a Class 3 felony in Florida. Additionally, she was convicted of possession of fentanyl, receiving a 260-day jail sentence with credit for time served. Well, that wraps up our journey into the world of scammers, realizing they've been caught. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more riveting content. Have you encountered any scammers or witnessed similar incidents? Share your stories in the comments below. Until next time.